Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The fallout from the Windrush scandal, which has caused so many problems for the government, has all the while been spreading too into the Brexit debate. Today, the negotiator for the European Parliament, Guy Verhofstadt, spelled out to us the worries of EU citizens over how applications to stay here will be processed after Britain leaves. He says the Home Office will have to come up with some kind of automated system to avoid what could otherwise be a bureaucratic nightmare.
A routine meeting of a not terribly exciting committee suddenly elevated up the news agenda by the Windrush scandal. In Brussels were a group of Home Office officials now having to convince the European Parliament that EU citizens will not suffer the same fate as their Commonwealth counterparts a few years down the line in post-Brexit Britain. Behind closed doors, they showed off a new app they promise will allow more than 3 million people to register with the greatest of ease, only for it to become clear as they left that the app would only work on Android. iPhone users, forget it. Not a great start, with the Parliament's leading man on Brexit telling me afterwards he appreciates the Home Office is trying, but more is going to be required.
What has been the impact of the Windrush scandal?
Well, it has certainly increased the anxiety of people, of EU citizens, about the procedures used by the Home Office. That procedure has to be nearly automatic. There are 3 million of EU citizens living in Britain. So if we start really to inquire in every of these individual cases, it will be a bureaucratic nightmare, not only for the EU citizens, but mainly for the Home Office.
The Windrush scandal has echoed around Europe and propelled the fate of EU citizens back into the undecided column, alongside Irish border issues. Resolving both is becoming urgent, but on the future relationship, the European Parliament is pushing its own solution, a wide-ranging association agreement.
I think we have a good proposal. I hope that both sides, both parties are looking into it. That is the proposal of an association agreement between the EU and the UK. An association agreement is a very flexible instrument. It creates one governance, and it makes it possible not only to cooperate on trade, but also on internal security, external security and other issues.
Such an arrangement is usually signed by a country trying to join the EU, but European MPs believe it could yet be adapted to cater for a country after it's left. The view here in the European Parliament is that Downing Street will soon warm to the idea of an association agreement as a way to give both Remainers and Brexiters some of what they want. It is not yet, though, officially on the negotiating table either in Brussels or London. James Mates, News at 10, Brussels.